Typhoons, earthquakes, droughts, infectious diseases, fires. News of disasters pouring down every day. Unpredictable and unavoidable disasters. How can we avoid disasters? The Bible prophesies about great disasters to come upon mankind. Malachi chapter 4 verse 1. Surely the day is coming, it will burn like a furnace. All the arrogant and every evildoer will be stubble. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 7. By the same word the present heavens and earth are reserved for fire, being kept for the day of judgment and destruction of ungodly men. God has given us the news of salvation along with the alarming news. It is the seal of God. Revelation chapter 7 verse 2. Then I saw another angel coming up from the east, having the seal of the living God. Do not harm, until we put a seal on the foreheads of the servants of our God. Revelation chapter 9 verse 4. They were told not to harm, but only those people who did not have the seal of God. We can avoid the last disaster prophesied in the Bible only if we receive the seal of God before it comes. Then, what is the seal of God? John chapter 6 verse 27. On him, God the Father has placed his seal of approval. Since Jesus has received the seal of God, if we remain in Jesus, we can also receive the seal of God. How can we remain in Jesus? John chapter 6 verse 54. Whoever eats my flesh and drinks my blood remains in me, and I in him. If we eat Jesus' flesh and drink his blood, we can remain in him and receive the seal of God. How can we eat Jesus' flesh and drink his blood? Luke chapter 22 verse 15. I have eagerly desired to eat this Passover, and he took bread, gave thanks. This is my body given for you. This cup is the new covenant in my blood, which is poured out for you. Jesus said that the Passover bread and wine are his flesh and blood. When we keep the new covenant Passover, we remain in Jesus and receive the seal of God. Let's see the biblical history of how disasters pass over those who kept the Passover. Exodus chapter 12 verse 13. The blood will be a sign for you. When I see the blood, I will pass over you. No destructive plague will touch you when I strike Egypt. God promised that if we keep the Passover, disasters will pass over us. The Passover is the feast of God, which means that disasters pass over. When we keep the new covenant Passover, the seal of God, we can avoid the upcoming disasters. Please keep the new covenant Passover and be saved from disasters.